Hello, creeps.
All right, welcome back to Fright Night Flicks. You're here with Dan and Darren.
What's up, guys?
What is up, everybody? Today we're reviewing the 2021 Halloween Kills.
Michael Myers will be executed tonight, and it will not go without witness. Evil dies tonight.
Evil dies tonight.
All right.
So this is part of the trilogy, the follow-up to what, 2018 Halloween?
Absolutely.
All right, if you have no idea what it's about, well, surviving victims of Michael Myers forms a vigilante mob and vows to end his reign of terror. Evil dies tonight.
Oh my God. Boy, does it ever. Hey, ironically, this might be the only movie where evil didn't die.
Oh, interesting.
You'll see it at the end. Wait for it.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
This is directed by David Gordon Green, writers Scott Timms. I may have misspelled that, whatever.
Hey,
Let's just move on.
close enough.
Rotten Tomatoes, critics gave it a 38, audience a 66%. Justified?
No. Well, it depends which side. Critics or audience. I'm more on the critic side on this one, Dan.
I'm kind of with you. I don't know. Maybe this is one of those you have to watch a couple times.
Dude, these movies are so funny to me. I guess movies in general maybe are like this, but we just see it with Halloween. Some people like this movie. And I mean, and I see that with a lot of them. You get like very polarized opinions.
Well, dude, let's face it. Sometimes we like the worst movies.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm totally down with everyone, with people especially not agreeing with us, because, hey, we just like bad movies. We're all over the place.
I know, and sometimes we'll watch one, we're like, this was the best one ever. And was it? I don't know.
Sometimes I think about it, I'm like, I don't even know why I said that.
All right, before we jump in, we have a new member. We want to shout out Wheeze from YouTube. Thank you for joining up. We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Hey, do you want more Fright Night Flicks? We got you covered. When you join our Patreon or become a YouTube member, you get access to a bonus episode every month. And trust me, we have some episodes you're not going to want to miss. Everything from cult classics to slashers and some of the most absurd horror movies that we just can't fit on the main show, like Troll 2, which has no trolls and isn't related to Troll 1. And if that isn't enough, you'll get early access to all the episodes before anybody else. And if you really want to be part of the madness, our top tier members can pick our horror movies and make us suffer through whatever you guys want. So if you really love what we do and want to help support the show, head over to Patreon, search up Fright Night Flicks, or just hit that little join button on YouTube. We'd love to have you. Back to the show. And not only do we have a new member, we also have some new Apple reviews.
And shout out to you guys on Spotify. We have a ton of reviews now. But hey, we could always use more, though. I don't want to seem too satisfied.
Yeah, the good thing with Spotify, too, you leave a comment, I get back to all those.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. And then on Apple, we're moving slowly, but we're getting up there. So thank you to everyone who's left reviews so far.
Yes, our first thanks goes to Willow6. Hey guys, I came across your videos on TikTok, then checked out your YouTube channel. Common theme we hear, actually.
Dude, love to hear it, because I do a lot of work with those shorts just for that sole purpose alone. I want to get people into the pod.
Yep. I love the Halloween movies, so I had to check out your episodes, and you guys are hilarious. I love when people roast these movies. So now that I caught up to Halloween episodes, I'm looking forward to checking out the rest of your videos. Keep it up, guys.
Well, hey, thank you. Great review. And hey, you might hear a little roasting today.
Yes, you may just hear it. Our next review is from Johnny B. Ghoul. As a fellow podcaster myself, I think it's important to support great podcasts out there. Fright Night Flicks is a top-notch show. I truly enjoy it. I listen every time a new episode is released. Even if you're not a big horror fan, these guys are still a ride to listen to. There's definitely some great chemistry between these bros. I highly recommend checking them out. Thanks, guys. I would say thank you, Johnny B. Ghoul.
Absolutely.
Very
Thank you,
review.
Johnny. By the way, Johnny's a great supporter over on Instagram. And hey, if you have Instagram, please check us out. We're on there too. He hosts Two Crippled Zombies. If you like horror movies, please check him out. Hey, and thanks for the support, Johnny.
We appreciate it. Let's move on to some audience reviews on Halloween Kills. Our first one here, I got a little mixed bag. You know, I do like a good, a bad, and in between. So the first one's from Tommy D. This movie is terrible, and the acting is terrible. Compared to the first one, the film is so awful. The plot is non-existent, and the dialogue is borderline comical. The characters are incredibly stupid, especially Tommy, who is a complete idiot. A truly horrible film, 0.5 stars.
Ironic, his name is Tommy D.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, though? I think I agree with Tommy on this one.
I don't completely disagree with that.
I mean, he may be a little extreme, but I agree with a lot of what Tommy has said there.
Yes, about Tommy.
Yeah.
Alan W. Really enjoyed, had everything. Action scenes and suspenseful hunt scenes. Absolutely brutal kills. 5 stars.
Okay. That's an opinion.
It had everything you could want.
I wouldn't say everything. It did have a lot, though. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong. There were some action scenes.
Yeah, there were some okay kills.
I mean, yeah, there was. Dennis T. The movie is just okay, very basic, and has some weird scenes. 3 stars.
Dude, I can agree with a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Weird scenes, it does.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
Yeah, let's just jump in. What initial impressions?
You said it there. We talked about it in the text a little bit. This movie is chaos.
Pure, unadulterated chaos.
I mean, right from the start, it's just like introducing a bunch of new characters.
Dude, so many characters, and it's like you barely get to know them, even though they're legacy characters. They're from previous, the first movie.
Which I like that lore, right? We're bringing people back from the original Halloween. However, the characters themselves weren't that interesting. I mean, let's be real. Did you like any character in this movie?
That is a good point.
Hey, how about Sheriff Barker?
Oh, the security guard?
No, the main sheriff.
That's Hawkins.
No, the other guy. I think he's the main sheriff.
Okay,
I think he's got the
you're right.
hat.
There's 3 sheriffs in this movie. There's the first sheriff, Brackett, who's Annie's dad. He's a security guard. The other guy's not a sheriff. He's a cop. I always think of him as a sheriff.
Well, why is he wearing a hat? I feel like if you wear a hat, you're a sheriff.
I'm talking about Hawkins.
Oh, yeah.
He seems like he'd be a sheriff or something, but then there's him, but then there's the actual sheriff, and I forget what his name is in the movie.
Think it's Barker.
Maybe it's Barker, but he's like nothing. In fact, he's like shell-shocked most of the movie.
That's what I'm saying. The whole movie, I don't know why he's even in it, because he just stares. I'm sure they probably cut a lot of his other scenes, because I honestly don't remember him saying a word. It's just shocked watching everything. He does scream stop at one point.
Yeah, he doesn't really act like a sheriff. He's not definitely not controlling what's going on.
No, dude, you know what though, man? It's just so disappointing. Honestly, my impression is it's so disappointing from what happened in the last movie, how much I liked that movie, and then going into this, it's like, oh man, just a huge letdown. It did not live up to what the standard the previous movie set.
Okay, huge letdown. It's going to be a fun review, though.
Oh, absolutely, because it's crazy.
It jumps, you guys are going to see, it jumps like all over the place. We go from one scene back to another, back and forth. We're doing cuts back in time. We're recreating some things that have happened, building up storylines you won't even care about. You know?
Part of it is interesting, though, going back to the original movie, and then they're trying to build some lore into the series. Or the movie series, collection, Halloween, whatever this is.
Franchise,
sure. I like the idea is interesting. However, yes, I didn't care at all about this backstory about the sheriff, or cop, whatever we'll
Hawkins.
talk about. Yeah, not into it. How about the crazy storyline where the poor man gets killed for no reason?
Oh yeah, there is that. There's a part of this movie that I don't know. There's a psychological, or is it psychological?
Sure.
I don't know. The townspeople have been distorted by Michael, and it makes them do something not very good.
And I think this is going to play a little bit into the next movie, hey, I'm going to be honest with everyone here. I watched it, and I shouldn't have. I pre-watched Halloween Ends.
You did?
It's bad, dude. It's bad. Anyways, we won't go there yet. But I think that's why they're building this storyline that Michael has, affected the city and making people do things they maybe wouldn't normally do.
I don't love that.
Oh, I hate it. Well, that's the thing with the movie is I want to have a fun, good time. I just want to be scared, maybe laugh a little. This movie, there's a lot of this drama in there. I don't like that at all. I don't want to watch that in a horror movie.
Well, they rapid fire characters in your face, like new characters, old characters, but you don't even stick with them long enough to care. Even the characters from the last movie, they're not really even a big part of this movie. They're kind of just around here and there. Lorie has a very small part of the movie.
Oh, yeah. They threw her in a hospital, which we love.
Oh, dude.
Dude, so dumb. Can we talk about how Lorie isn't being hunted by Michael?
Yeah. Okay, wait, I'm not really sure how that works.
It drove me nuts because they're trying to say that Michael wasn't ever hunting Lorie now. It's more just like he was, in the last movie, he was just driven to near where she was and she just happened to run into him again.
Yeah, it wasn't, he was actually, you say driven as if it was like he in her drive was going towards her.
No.
He was actually physically driven by the doctor
right.
Lorie.
So they're trying to build this whole storyline where it's like Lorie thinks Michael's coming after her. Everyone else kind of doesn't think that. Either way, I don't care. Just let's go with one way and go that direction. I don't really care to argue that point, right?
Yeah, and he didn't come after her this movie.
Well, no, I don't think in in this storyline that Michael's really hunting Lorie. I think he is just a killer just on a path trying to get home. That's like what they built.
Yes.
Which is okay, but it's like, I just don't want to see that back and forth where Lorie's like, he's hunting me, and then someone's like, no, he's not. And it's like, I don't care. Let's move on.
Yeah, I think we should move on into the breakdown. The film begins where we left off. That's from like the last movies. This is like a direct follow-up, right? It's continuation of the night. That's how they do all these part twos, right?
Right. So last we left off, Lorie and her family, the 3 generations, had lit Michael on fire in a basement.
Yeah, the whole house is a burning inferno. Don't worry, we're going to get to that. I have a lot to say on that. But we start off here with Cameron, who's walking home from the dance. So if you don't remember, in the last movie, Cameron is Allison's boyfriend. He cheated on her, then threw her phone into a bowl of pudding, I think, and was like total dick. So we're following up with him. He's leaving the party. He's a little drunk. He runs across Officer Hawkins' body, who was slashed by the doctor. So he got slashed in the neck. He collapsed on the street. So Cameron stumbles upon this.
Yeah.
Now, Officer Hawkins, again, he's got like blood spurting out of his neck. Looks like for sure dead, right?
One would think.
Yeah. Well, he looks up at Cameron and he's like, he needs to die. He's talking about Michael, and I'm the one that's going to get him. And I'm just thinking, like, you're going to die. Like, I don't even know, like, because even, like, Cameron's hand is, like, near the wound, and it's just, like, spraying blood.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I don't know that you're going to survive. Let's work on you first before we go to the evil dies thing.
Yeah. Don't worry. This is building a whole backstory with Hawkins. There's this whole thing that's happened. We'll get to it, okay? We're not there yet.
Yeah. Get ready, guys.
Well, actually, you know what? We're going to go there right now. We're going to build part of it. We're going to flashback, do like a little thing. Halloween night, 1978.
I don't know what exactly you want me to do, but sure.
You know, like one of those, like,
I'll let the ghost fly by. That's what I'll do.
Okay, so we're in 1978, and this is now taking place after the first Halloween. So even though we're both movies, even the flashbacks following up the first night.
Yes.
It's kind of confusing. A young spry Hawkins is now following Michael. So he sees Michael. Michael ends up slipping down an alley. Of course, he turns the corner. Michael's gone. He's nowhere to be found.
Yeah, and again, he's a young police officer, so that's where we're at.
Yeah, so this is Hawkins / neck guy as a young officer. Backup arrives and his partner shows up, who drops a bombshell that not only did he know Michael when he was young, they used to like hang out.
Yeah, I thought that was weird because I'm like, dude, Michael was 6 when he killed his sister?
Maybe, I don't remember.
Yeah, like how old were you when you hung out with him, and how do you even remember that? I guess maybe you would.
You would remember hanging out.
Yeah, but do you remember hanging out with people when you're 6? I don't.
Well, dude, I don't know. We're way older now.
Well, he's older.
Not in this part. I don't know. He's like Michael's age.
All right.
He explains that his mom made him go hang out with Michael. And you think there'd be like some good stories, like, what'd you guys do together? No, all he really explains is Michael only wanted to do one thing. And this is going to come up multiple times in this movie. All Michael wanted to do is stare out his sister's window.
It was his sister's window?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And you're thinking like, okay, this reveal is going to be very interesting. Where are they going with this?
Yeah.
Hold. We'll wait for it here.
Yeah.
We'll make you wait for it.
By the way, during this whole part, this is where I first realized like, oh, this acting and writing is rough.
Oh, man.
Like, when they're talking, it's like they deliver their lines, but it doesn't work together. It's like you're just reading your lines off a sheet and then you'll read your lines. It's not like conversational. Like there's weird lines that are said where they just don't respond to it.
I couldn't agree more. The acting is horrible from everyone. Even Lorie, who I liked in the last one, in this one, I think she is super corny. Didn't like anything. I honestly didn't really care for any of the characters in the movie. I can't name one where I thought, oh, I like that person.
Maybe we'll find one as we go.
We'll see.
Oh, I know who I liked. The Little John and Big John.
Oh my God. You
talked
about Stewart, dude?
Yes. Yeah. Those are my favorite characters, I think, in the movie.
You know, when they danced, when that guy was dancing the Halloween music, it was just funny. I'm like, what was this?
The goblins will get you if you don't watch out. It's Halloween.
Those are two characters I enjoyed.
It was interesting.
We're still in this flashback. We've saw Hawk inside. We need to flash over to little Lonnie, who's getting bullied by the old Mulaney's. If you're wondering who the Mulaney's, they're basically like the O'Doyles.
O'Doyle's from Billy Madison.
Yeah.
I know. I couldn't stop thinking about that too. Don't mess with the Mulaney's.
Dude, the one kid, the redheaded kid, looks crazy. Like he's got this crazy, I don't know. He looks like a 50s kid with this crazy hair though. Like, I don't know. Just look at him. You had something on Lonnie. Like you looked this up.
So Lonnie in the original movie, I believe he's the one who bullied Tommy, and he was telling Tommy something about the boogeyman's not, or the boogeyman's gonna get you, or some junk like that. But the main thing with him, he's the one who went to the Myers house door, and then Lumis says, "Get your ass out of here, Lonnie," or something to that effect.
Oh,
so that's
okay.
who Lonnie was, because that's gonna play into this storyline, because he's known as the guy who actually went in the Myers house or whatever.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know who he was, dude. I was watching him like, why are we watching this kid?
Oh, I didn't remember either. I had to like do some research because there's so many characters. I just thought I should know who these people are maybe, but the movie was made 40 something years ago.
Yeah, and also they're like, what they're really doing is building some backstory. So we'll actually care about his grown-up counterpart here coming up in a little bit. But really, what they start off with is the smoothest bitch slap I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I watched this so many times. I don't even feel like you fully respect this.
No, did he get, well, here, go on. Let's hear.
So he runs into the Mulaney's, right? And these girls, they're just intense. They're like screaming at him like, Lonnie, Lonnie, making fun of him, whatever. They rip the candy out of his hand. Right? This girl grabs it. She licks it like in his face, an over-exaggerated lick too, right?
Yeah.
Then in one fluid motion, she tosses the candy up. The way she did it, she like tossed it while it's in the air and then just slapped him across the face in one motion and dropped him. You gotta watch it. It's like the toss to the slap was all one motion. It was great.
Lonnie's body just falls to the ground. Dude, that's awesome. I'm gonna have to watch it.
Dude,
and I'll show you guys here.
Yeah. While Lonnie's on the ground, a cop rolls up and he warns them all, like, hey, actually, Lonnie's not even, he got back up, whatever. The cop rolls up and's like, hey, guys, there's a dude in a white mask. He's running around and he's murdered some people. Go home. They kind of listen. They end up splitting off. The Mulaney's leave Lonnie. Lonnie walks through the neighborhood, I guess, maybe trying to find his house. Who cares?
Well, he was in a panicked run now. He's getting scared. It's dark, Halloween night. There's a killer out.
Well, speaking of the killer, he happens to spot a man in a white mask who's, I don't know, peeking behind a bush.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, little Michael standing behind a bush, just kind of peeking out at Lonnie. So Lonnie sees him and then turns around, but then he's like, I don't know, maybe I should go check this out for some reason.
Dude, I don't even remember this part.
Yeah, he turns back around and he actually goes to the bush and is like looking to find him.
Oh, okay.
He's not there, though. I don't even know why you would do that, though.
Oh, it seems like a terrible idea when there's a killer out, yeah?
Well, I mean, they just told you this exact looking person has murdered people, and you see him stalking you, and you decide to go and try to find him.
We all agree it's a bad idea.
It's a bad idea, whatever. So he ends up taking off running, trips on the sidewalk, falls down only to look up to see Michael standing right above him. And now he does... I don't know. Maybe this works. Maybe this is a move. The cower for your life.
Yeah, he just curls up into a fetal position and just waits for death.
Yeah, just like, okay, it's going to come. He kind of begs for his life a little, but when he opens his eyes, Michael's not even there. It's the cops. It's Hawkins and his partner.
Yeah, so I guess they scared Michael off. I think we're to assume.
Sure, it was more of a teleportation thing. Who knows? This kid gets up. More poor acting. Little young Lonnie's a little rough on the acting. He's like, hey, it was the boogeyman. He's going to kill you guys. He runs off. Now the cops are like, okay, the boogeyman's here. And then they look across the street and then, wouldn't you know it? It's the Myers house.
Oh, that's interesting. What a turn of events here.
Oh, so we're at Myers house. Why don't we go search it? I guess, dude, this is like disjointed. It's just like, oh, okay, sure, you're at the Myers house now. The cops go inside. They start searching the house. I did like the dialogue. One cop finds the dead dog. Remember that Michael munched on a little bit?
Yes, yeah.
And he's like, hey, Frank, there's a dead dog in here. And Frank goes, what? He goes, oh, nothing.
Dude, this scene bothered me so much. I was just thinking, like, why? What was this scene? What was this? Why did he do that?
I don't know.
I think he's like, oh, that's kind of weird. There's a dog, and I think he realized, oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. So never mind. I don't know.
I feel like it's something to note.
Yeah, like someone may have eaten this dog.
There's weird things going on in this house.
Sure.
Let your partner know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird thing to put in the movie. It didn't need to be there.
No. They end up making their way up the stairs. They clear a bunch of the rooms. I guess they know it's Michael. I don't even remember, like, the timelines. My brain gets a little mushed with everything. We'll just say they know Michael's here hunting or something. They're searching for him. They clear the rooms when Hawkins' partner decides to go search Judith's room. And remember, he was here as a kid. So he's like reminiscing a little. So he walks over to the window like Michael used to do and just kind of stares out and he's like, oh, Haddonfield, nothing ever exciting happens here. That's a line they keep saying. And I'm like, why do they keep saying that? Like, for one, when Michael was a kid, he like murdered his sister.
I feel like it's a very exciting town.
Yeah, now there's like a killing spree going on. I don't know, maybe they're being sarcastic. Who cares? Doesn't really matter because Michael comes running out. When I say running, I mean literally full on sprint attacking this cop.
I don't know where he came from, like a closet maybe?
He likes the closets.
But that's the thing. This cop didn't even check the room. He just, they're looking for Michael. They know he's killed people. And he just goes and starts staring at a window with his back turned. Like, come on.
Yeah, well, and he knows, like, if you're looking for Michael, you know this is like Michael's favorite place. This is the one spot he should be in.
Well, he doesn't know anything about Michael. This is the first one.
No, this kid grew up with Michael.
Oh, I guess, yeah, you're right. Okay, you're right.
Michael ends up pinning the cop against the wall, starts strangling him. And this is where I looked at the mask and I don't know, something about this mask looked off to me.
Oh, yeah?
Like, you got to look at it. It looks, I don't know if they CGI'd some of it or something. It just looks strange.
Okay, I didn't notice it, but
later on, I feel like they did a decent job with it, but it does look way too much like William Shatner. It's like they squished it down or something. I don't know. Okay, so one cop's getting strangled. Hawkins shows up now, draws down, right? We got that big moment in every movie where you have the shot. So Michael's strangling his partner, but I think with a rope. And, you know, there's only a little angle you got to get to take the shot or you don't take the shot. But he's getting strangled, so time's ticking.
You know what, though? With this type of situation, it's not like the guy has a gun. He's just strangling. You could walk up closer.
Like, dude...
Yeah, like just get a little bit closer just to make the odds a little bit more in your favor. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to stand back. You're not in danger.
Yeah, that is true. Well, Hawkins draws down and he's aiming and then he squeezes that trigger and it's a direct hit to his partner's jugular.
See, he's got to do that. He didn't even think about it. You got to do the shoot your partner in the leg so he drops, then shoot Michael.
This is old times. Yeah, so he just blasted his partner in the neck. And then this is weird. Michael does a lot of very strange things in this movie. With his partner killing his partner, Michael's like, hey, I'm not taking the fall for this, drops the dude and just walks out.
He's like, no, that's not cool, man. We don't use guns here. He's over it. He has integrity. He's like, I'm out of this situation. What happened was just not right.
Yeah, he like literally just leaves. Now there's some weird stuff that happens. Okay, so then Hawkins goes to the top of the stairs. Lumis is now in the house and he's screaming up at him, Sheriff Hawkins, tell me what happened. Did Michael kill again?
I kind of like seeing Lumis again in the movie because I miss the old guy. However, there was something very off about him because obviously we know he's not alive, so that wasn't the real Lumis. I don't know what that was I was looking at.
I think it was an actor there that looked similar and they may have done some CGI.
Interesting. I mean, it looked good enough, but hey, I love Lumis. We don't need to see him in the movies anymore. It's kind of like weird.
It is a little weird. Yeah. But I think it's more weird that he's there. Like Michael just left. Now Lumis is in the house. I also thought they were going with like Michael was set up.
Oh, interesting.
But I mean, he kind of was. But he was going to kill the guy, so not really.
Yeah.
Let's just get to the next scene because I got to be honest, I hated it. Michael ends up on the front yard. Lumis is now behind him on the porch, and he's standing in front of like a firing squad.
Yeah, they have this whole scene. They have Michael surrounded because apparently he just walked out of the front door right into him and just waited.
Yeah, and I don't like the look of it. Like Michael is just standing there. It's like, it just looks strange to me. Like, well, yeah. It's not really right.
Well, why would he just be standing there, right?
Yeah, wouldn't he just walk away?
Yeah, it's not like he just gives up.
No, that ain't like our Michael.
Well, apparently it is. This is the original. It's Lorie now.
The part that actually bothered me a lot, though, is that all these cops have their guns on him, but Lumis is standing directly behind him. You got to get out of the way.
This happens again in this movie. They like to circle Michael with guns. Bad idea.
Yeah, it's dangerous. A dangerous game.
Yeah.
Okay, that scene ends for now. We're going to come back to it later on, another flashback. But then we open to Halloween Kills. The movie begins.
So that's the intro. It starts off with a flashback, which I'm thinking, man, this isn't good for me. I didn't enjoy that whole part. I didn't really care about Hawkins' backstory.
Yeah, that's the part I also don't care about.
Yeah, I just want to see Michael kill people now.
Yeah, it's we need to build on like what's going on today before we jump back.
Yeah, I feel like we did a good job with this the lore from the past, right? But that's already handled. We don't need to go back there.
Yeah, let's just see what's going on now.
Yeah.
Speaking of what's going on tonight, we got us an old talent show at Mix Bar. So again, we're back on the night from the last movie.
Yes, it's current time. Michael has just killed a bunch of people. He got lit on fire. That's where we're at.
Right. This bar doesn't make sense to me. It's like too much weird stuff going on. So they got like girls singing. Then they have like a couple, it's Marcus and Vanessa. We're going to meet them, that they're trying to watch this talent show, but they're kind of like taking it serious. They want the place to be calm. And they're, you know, you got people above them that are drinking champagne, but also drinking beer. It's just like the whole vibe didn't fit.
No, I didn't even understand what this was. I've never been to an adult talent show. Apparently that's a thing. I guess, the idea of watching people perform, but it's just odd on Halloween night. It's an interesting choice.
It's just more like the people in there didn't fit. The way they were acting, like they wanted it to be quiet. This group behind them was being loud. It just was strange. You know what else is interesting with Vanessa and Marcus? It's confusing to me too, because they're dressed up in Halloween outfits, but I think Vanessa is a doctor and he's a nurse.
Yeah.
Marcus, but they flipped roles. So she's dressed as a nurse and he's dressed as a doctor.
Yeah, that is, I believe that's true. And it is, yes, it's confusing.
It was a little confusing. I guess that'd be funny.
Well,
I
at some point I forgot they were wearing costumes. I just thought he's a nurse. Or a doctor,
he was a
whatever he
doctor,
is, whatever. See, right there, you got us again.
Next, we meet who I like to call the exposition bartender, where really his whole purpose is to give some backstory. So the first thing he does is he tells Marcus, hey, those people being loud, those are all friends of Laurie Strode.
Hey, look here, don't be bothered by them motherfuckers over there, man. They are friends with that crazy lady that almost got killed. Laurie Strode, the one that survived Michael Myers.
No, dude, it was so lame. It was so lame.
I didn't like anything. I'm going to be honest. Don't like any of these people. So
I don't think they were likable as characters in the movie, but yeah, and the acting was bad too, all the way around. Maybe the writing too. I'm not going to blame the actors. It just did not work at all for me. And immediately once I found out, oh, these are characters from the original movie, I'm like, dude, come on, we don't need to do this.
Well, dude, we just have so many characters. We just did this flashback. They're introducing us to all these people, and now we come to the like normal time, and it's like here's like a whole group of like 8 people,
right?
That you got to remember. Not a fan of it. Anyways, the bird whistler takes the stage. So this dude gets on stage like, you gotta listen to my friend. He's a bird whistler. Well, he doesn't whistle at all. I don't even know what that was about. He comes on stage.
It was a bad joke. It was a really bad joke.
And he's gonna tell us the story of the Haddonfield boogeyman.
Dude, were you cringing during this whole scene?
Yes, it was rough, dude.
I felt awkward for the actor having to say these lines.
It's just, he tries to build it up, but it just is very flat.
Yeah, so we're in a bar, an audience of people are surrounding this stage, and he's going to give this big story about Halloween night and what happened. But it was so corny, and it's just like, why are you talking about this?
Before we get into it, when he takes the stage, this is just something I noticed, and I thought it was funny. A girl in the crowd yells out, and she goes, ghosts and goblins. The only reason I bring that up, I swear, listen to it. I had to listen to it like 3 times, because I swore she said, show us that Johnson. Play it. Play it and tell me what you hear.
I think you heard what you want to hear.
I had to put subtitles on to figure out she said ghost and goblins.
Dude, it would have been funnier if she said, show us your Johnson.
I thought she said. Spoiler alert, this guy talking on stage, this is Tommy Doyle. So this is one of the kids that Lorie babysit the night, it happened.
Right.
He gets up there, tells the Halloween story. Again, just corny, trying to build up like this, like they've all been through a lot.
Any of you know the story of the Haddonfield boogeyman? Too young to give a shit, too drunk to remember? A man in a white mask, or was it more than a man? And in the house next door, there was a babysitter and a young boy and a young girl, and they were brutally attacked.
I'm going to be honest too. Part of it is like, I really don't think they've been through a lot.
Well, Tommy, what even happened to you?
Well, Tommy...
I'm actually asking, what did happen to Tommy? I don't remember.
Tommy and Lindsay did go through a lot because they were in the house with Lorie when they were attacked. Remember at the end, she sends them running away.
I mean, we like to clown this movie. That would be traumatic.
Yeah. So I'll introduce the characters while I say if their story matters at all. So Tommy and Lindsay for sure went through the most. Marion Chambers, she was assaulted. She was the one that was with Lumis when Michael took the car.
Yeah, from the insane asylum.
She got attacked. Okay, so we'll give her that. Her character is very blah in this movie, but we'll give her that. She has a reason to be surviving and be happy about that.
Yeah.
Lonnie? I mean,
well, he did have an interaction.
He cowered in front of Michael. Michael walked away.
But, he saw him. He almost got killed. But, well, at the time I was going to say we thought Michael didn't kill kids, but that has since changed.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
But whatever. I mean, it doesn't even really matter. It just is corny to me to be like, have this big speech out of nowhere just because it's Halloween night, I guess, and be like, let's cheers to Lorie and our friends. It's like, all right.
Yeah, it was like a celebration to their survival. That's the whole purpose. And it was to introduce all these characters that they're really not going to build much on. No. In fact, I'm going to be honest, the more I saw people, I'm like, we got to start killing because I can't remember everyone.
Yeah.
That was weird, but let's get crazy. Let's move on to full on crazy town here.
Dude, we were like 10 minutes into this movie. We have talked for like 30. We got to go faster.
Okay. Do you remember Lorie, that character?
The girl from the last movie?
Yeah, we finally get to her. So they show her leaving. Remember, she left in the truck. The three girls, they survived. They left Michael burning. Right. Her whole house is an inferno. It is like flames coming out every window, right?
Yes.
Whole thing. Now the real heroes arrive. The fire department shows up.
Oh, God, this dude.
This is going to get crazy. I have a lot of things to call out. I have a lot of issues.
We have to say, Daniel's a firefighter, so this is actually really good for this episode because I have a lot of questions about how fire works in general.
Yeah.
Because it seems like maybe I'm wrong about how I thought it happens.
Okay, well, first of all, trust me, I didn't even go into it nearly as much as I could have. I just pointed out the things that initially watching bothered me.
Okay, so the house is on fire. Michael Myers is in the basement. The firefighters arrive.
Heroes show up, and then initially just go into this house. All right, they walk through the flames, and a couple things, you would never go into this house.
That was my question. There's flames all around. Would you walk into it?
No.
Okay.
You don't, you wear protective gear, and yes, it will keep you somewhat safe. You don't walk into flames, though. You would put that out. In fact, this whole thing would have been a defensive job. You wouldn't go into it. You're like, what are you saving?
Yeah.
The whole house is on fire.
Okay.
What's the purpose at that point?
All right, good to know. Thank you.
But they do go in. Couple issues. The hose line they're carrying looks like it's the smallest line I've ever seen. Usually we go in with like 1 3/4 inch line. It's just a lot bigger. This is like a real line you use for like a trash fire or something. It didn't look big enough. Okay.
Size of hose is a problem.
Yeah.
Heard that before.
It wasn't. It also like had no pressure. Like the water, there wasn't a whole lot of water going on.
Well, because the size of the hose wasn't big enough.
Thank you. Also, the way they held the hose, they're way too gripped up on the nozzle. On a hose, you got to back off. You give it some room.
I never realized how gay firefighting is.
Okay, another issue. That's enough of the hose talk.
Yeah.
Another issue is there's like a captain behind the firefighter. That is the thing. Like they followed the guy on the nozzle, and he's got his tick out, like which is a thermal imaging camera, and that's what helps you find fire. It is around you. You are inside of the fire.
Yeah, I was gonna say fire's everywhere.
Maybe look at yourself because you're probably on fire.
Dude, that's hilarious.
So okay, those are just some of the issues I had.
Well, how about are we gonna talk about when he finds Michael, or should we hold off on that?
Oh, we're going to talk about it right now.
All right, we'll get there.
By the way, they actually used some firefighters from, I guess, Cannon Air Force Base. I don't know if they said in the film's opening, I don't know if they meant these were the actors. I think these were actually actors. I don't know. At this point in this movie, how ridiculous this is, I'm like, this is about to turn into like Backdraft.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was waiting for them to fill the door and it's hot, and then it's like the flames suck in.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's one firefighter who just meandering through the flames.
Yeah, we're wandering through, which I thought maybe that's what you guys do.
You would search rooms and stuff, but again, the whole place is on fire. It doesn't matter. He ends up collapsing through the floor, falls into the basement.
Okay, good. This is my real problem, because Michael's down here, right?
Correct.
Using your expertise, or I guess I just want your opinion on this. I thought because the fire started there, right? Remember, they shot flames in that little basement room, lighting everything on fire. That's where it started. Why is there no flames except for on the sides of him? And the middle seems totally fine. Like, the middle of the room's okay, and the rest of the house on fire.
Because, Darren, they need to show you something. If it was actually a real fire, you would see nothing in there. It would be black. It would also be all, like, charred up at this point.
Well, I just liked it that apparently the fire damage was just on the outside, so Michael could just stand there in the middle waiting.
Okay, that's not what happened, though. Michael didn't stand in the middle.
Oh, where was he?
Michael was behind a roll-up door. Remember how Lorie had her guns locked away?
Oh.
He locked himself behind a roll-up door.
Oh, that's hilarious. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, so he actually, he sheltered in place.
Smart dude. Wow.
To be honest. And I will say it was accurate. The firefighter went down. He did activate we call it the pass alarm went off, and he called a mayday. Very appropriate.
I didn't even know that was a thing, but yeah, it makes sense.
All right. So anyways, as we mentioned here, the fire's the least of the worries of this downed firefighter, right?
Yeah.
Because Michael comes out of this roll-up door, and he walks over, grabs the firefighter's Halligan tool. That's what that bar he's going to be doing a lot of murdering with is called.
Oh, okay.
So, and it does look like almost a weapon. It's got like a pike end on it. And it's got like a little flat end called an adze, whatever. We don't need to get into it anymore than that. He grabs that Halligan, walks over to the firefighter, and slam.
First Michael kill. Good kill.
I got to be honest. I was kind of like, that was unique. A Halligan into the firefighter.
Well, it was just kind of cool. The guy falls down. Michael just pops out immediately, goes into action, doesn't ask any questions. He just goes, boom, straight to the head. You're done.
It's time to work.
Yeah.
I don't know why he waited. Oh, I guess the opening. He heard an opening. How did he get out of that basement?
Yeah, so that's a great question. Here's what I think happened.
Okay, wait. We'll get to what you think. First, we got to tell there's one other player in this.
Oh, okay.
Because the guy's one of the firefighter's buddies here, again, walks through the flames, somehow locates this hole that he fell into, looks down into it and sees someone's down there, and he puts down his arm. He's like, hey, grab on. To which Michael grabs his arm. But then the scene cuts.
Yeah, no, he's dead. He's dead. So we never see how Michael gets out of the basement. We know he's locked down there, right?
Yeah.
And we know there's a hole above.
Yeah. And a guy that reached down.
So the only thing I could think of is because we know Michael has insane upper body strength.
Oh, we have seen the pull-ups and stuff.
I think this is a crazy move too, though.
Muscled up?
He either muscled up over into the upper level, or he just straight jumped up, like Super Mario did.
I would like to think that he pulled the firefighter down. Somehow the guy got kind of hung up where some of his gear was stuck, so he was like hung upside down, and then Michael climbed up him.
Those are our opinions. What are yours?
All right. That's guys. Again, this is only part of the craziness because we got to get to the battle scene here. Michael now walks out of the house. Again, it's engulfed in flames. Walks out with the Halligan in his hand. And what do you think's going to happen next?
Well, so let's set the scene here. He walks out and he's just standing there, just staring at, 6 firefighters.
Well, it's more than 6, but there's a lot of them.
A lot of firefighters just staring at him.
Right. And it's like one of those moments, okay, what are they going to do here? Then you start seeing the firefighters are going to fight.
You think, and it seems like they're all ready for the situation. We'll talk about this in a second. But yeah, dude, so now the firefighters grab their weapons. We have a hose?
Okay, let's go over. There's one of the weakest hose lines I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Everybody has an axe. That's realistic. Everybody usually do carry an axe on you. So they start pulling out their axes ready for battle. And my favorite, the circ saw guy.
Yeah.
Which is circ saw, it's a saw with a circular blade. All right.
Yeah, but okay, so now we're going to have this big showdown, which, man, as soon as I saw this, I'm like, part of me is like, okay, this is kind of cool because it's crazy and just out there. Another big part of me is like, oh my God, why are they doing this?
This is not a Michael Myers Halloween movie. This is like an action film.
Yeah, now it's turning into like a Mortal Kombat movie or something. I don't know, because it gets crazy.
Well, let's just get into it. Michael charges the dude in the hose line first.
Okay, so my first thing with him, I don't know if he got the memo that they were in a fight. Because this guy's trying to put Michael out with the hose.
Okay, but if it was a actual hose line, you could plow someone over with that.
Okay.
There's a lot of pressure when you open those up. It could knock him back, but this thing was like a garden hose, dude.
So it's just a garden hose spray on Michael. Michael comes up. Boom, he's gone.
Yeah, buries the Halligan in his face.
Yeah.
I do like the work he did with this Halligan. It was going wild.
Well, yeah, except for his 2 martial arts style.
Also, to my firefighters out there, I think it might have actually been a hooligan. It's a cheaper version of the Halligan. I'm just saying. I noticed that. Okay, I'm just saying. And now the other firefighters start attacking with axes. And again, it's one of those like, okay, it's your turn to go. You swing your axe. Michael just buries a Halligan in him. The only thing I'll say, he had one of the highest lift kills I've ever seen. Like he buries that Halligan into the dude and lifts him. I mean, it has to be 4 feet off the ground.
In almost a romantic way, he lifts him up above.
And the body's looking down on him. Like,
I was just like, oh my God, dude, what are they doing here?
Well, then the Cirque Saw guy, it's like, we're all waiting for this guy. Let's be honest. Like, come on.
You're not killing anyone. You're getting that buried in yourself.
Yeah, he swings it overhead at him, to which Michael just grabs, flips it around, and sends it right back into his face.
Yeah, he took them all out.
Took them all out.
What a choice. What an interesting decision to have Michael just destroy all the firefighters.
Yeah, I mean, it was wild. It was enjoyable in that I'm watching this. I'm like, this is the most ridiculous thing I've seen in any Halloween movie.
If this movie kept going down that route, I would be okay with it. It's like, okay, we're going to go crazy, camp, ridiculous. I'd be cool with it. But the problem is, doesn't really happen through the rest of the movie.
It's more of the way like Michael is fighting that I have a problem with, because it's like he's being like tactical and he's like doing these moves with this Halligan where it's like, do you train with these things?
Well, that's the thing. Michael doesn't usually take on a group. He would normally try to run away.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a stalker / strike, like a viper. He's not going to sit there and try to martial arts fight with the guys.
Throughout this movie, again, you're going to hear me. We're going to be going hospital to scene, back to hospital to scene. And this is one of those, we go back to the hospital.
Man, guys, you know we hate the hospital. And dude, once they took Lorie to the hospital, and especially when you see the work that's being done to her, I just knew, I'm like, dude, I can't believe they're going to stick her here the rest of the movie.
And that's where she stays. Lorie gets brought to the hospital because she's got a pretty gnarly stomach wound. Now, the first thing is when she goes by the security guard, he looks at her and he's like, Lorie? And then they zoom in on his name tag and it's Brackett.
Yeah, and that's the original sheriff, right?
It's original sheriff. Apparently, retirement life, not going great. He's working at the hospital as a security guard.
Made some bad investments, and here he is.
This is Annie's dad, too, from the first movie. Lorie gets taken to surgery, and they do have a gnarly scene. I don't know why they showed this, but they show her getting operated on. It was gross.
They're showing us she's not going to be moving far, because this is a pretty intense surgery. So what I thought was really funny is if you listen, you actually hear the doctor talk about it, and the main thing you want to hear is he says she's going to be all right. She's just going to be a little sore.
That's really funny, because there's another scene I talk about that. The nurses and doctors always give the audience a little update of what to expect.
Yeah, well, I'm like, dude, she just had her stomach or something was opened up. I feel like you're not going to be moving at all.
Yeah, she had like major surgery.
Yeah,
there.
that was crazy, but I love that they had to let you know she'll be moving around a little bit, not too much though.
Yeah, just enough, you know. At the same time, Karen, now this is her daughter, decides she's going to go to the morgue to find her husband who died in the first season, right, or first episode.
Yeah, and can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
What do you think about Karen and what's the younger daughter's
Allison.
name? Yeah, what do you think about them?
Could have done without either of them.
Yeah, especially Allison. Do not like her character at all. And guess what? In the next one, like her even less.
Oh. Well, the writing, you don't really like get to know her much. It's like the writing of her, and they make her kind of an idiot because you'll see she'll easily forgive.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We'll get to it.
Yeah, I just find her annoying.
And Karen's kind of an interesting character too, because Karen's anti her mom. So she's like peace and love, but they build in this weird, it gets weird with Karen. What happens later in this movie?
Oh my God. Yeah, it's real odd. So let's get into it though.
All right. Well, this is weird too, because she goes to find her husband in the morgue who's dead. So she decides she's going to walk in there, and there's just a grossly dead obese guy laying there. Don't know why. That was it. That was the scene. I was like, why did we do this?
That wasn't him?
No, he was huge.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I don't know.
They're like, why are you here? You can't just walk in here.
Well,
Get out.
We see there's just dead bodies in there. So it's a hospital. I don't know.
Well, how about we go take an adventure and meet a couple of new characters, Phil and Sondra. So this is an older couple that are hanging out. Okay, first of all, let me just say a couple things. The dude is Lenny Clark. He's like a comedian actor. He was in Rescue Me, Firefighter show as well.
Oh, okay. I knew I've seen him before.
Yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff.
I've seen her before too. I just don't know
she was in Demolition Man.
Oh, dude, I love Demolition Man. That's a great one.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, because You're an idiot. Because Wesley's just the Wesley Snipes
Wesley
look.
Snipes cut.
So stupid. I got set up, dude. That was good. She's a black lady with blonde hair.
Yeah, it's the Snipes cut. You guys, you know what I'm saying. So Sondra's in here flying a drone around, very random, flying a drone in the house.
Hey, by the way, guys, you got to know this about them too. They live right next to Lorie's house. And how do you know that? Because as in all great movies, they have to explain it to you.
Yes.
Hey, I looked out the window. Lorie's house is still on fire, but I think it's going to be out soon. Okay. All right, let's get back to flying a drone, which we know older people love to do.
Yeah, just randomly.
Ah, weird.
And they crash it. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. They hear a noise in the bathroom.
Well, it does matter because they crash it in the bathroom.
Oh, is that? No, I thought, did it?
Yeah, it crashed in the bathroom. Then all of a sudden it got thrown out to them.
Oh, I missed that whole part.
I'm a little concerned we watched two different versions again
I
because
don't
there
think
seems
so.
to be some kind of things where we're close, but it could be a memory issue too.
Mine did say extended cut.
Okay, I don't know. Well, but I'm telling you a part that you didn't have, so...
I could have, though. There was the drone. I did see it, but I could have missed it.
Okay, so yeah, the drone gets thrown out to them, and they're like, oh, what the heck, is someone in there? That's what alerts them someone might be in the bathroom.
Oh, okay. So Phil ends up going in the bathroom, turns on the light, to which Michael immediately just breaks the light.
Michael turned into a vampire, and he's just like, nope, lights off.
Okay, I have a question. Is it possible Michael was taking a shit? Because we never see it. This was a strange reaction by him, almost shameful.
It seemed almost angry that, like maybe some embarrassment that the light got turned on.
And I would say the way Phil gets killed, that's Michael, like, expressing that anger
was very
and
angry.
embarrassment.
Dude, hey, I'll tell you what, him hitting the light I thought was very odd.
Strange move.
Yeah.
Just saying. Let us know in the comments. Phil immediately just shuts the bathroom door, and then he like locks another door behind it. I wasn't sure of the whole situation there, whatever.
Yes.
But he ends up taking like 2 steps to where Michael breaks through the glass window, grabs him, starts slamming his head into the wall. Like, I don't know. I like to imagine he's like grinding on the glass too.
Yeah, kind of hard to see what it was going on. I just imagine, there was something with the glass in his neck.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
Yeah. Then he like pulls him into the door. He's like gone for now. Sondra takes off. She's like, I'm going to get out of here. Goes to the door, starts like messing with the locks. And then she sees Michael and decides, you know what? I'm just not going to try to leave. Instead, I'm going to fight him with a butcher knife. That always works.
But she doesn't know this is a different breed of Michael.
This is a different breed of Michael because this Michael walks into the room, grabs the fluorescent light, pulls it out, snaps it, breaks it in half. Then he just walks in the slowest kill and just stabs it into her neck as she sits there.
Dude, a straight jab into the neck. A fluorescent light. Interesting choice. In a kitchen full of utensils, he picks like the most random thing to kill her with.
I would also argue it'd be really hard to just like take that light out the way he did with one hand, like grabbing it and just pulling it without breaking it.
My honest opinion, I thought it was stupid. I was so confused on why he grabbed a light. It just seemed random. It's like, what do you grab? Like the hands off a clock and stab her with that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why'd you grab the light? Who would ever think of that?
Michael would.
But you have kitchen utensils. Get a fork, a spoon, grab a chair, break the leg. I don't know.
Well, that was weird, but it gets weirder because Michael now is going to put on a little show for Sondra. So as she's bleeding out of her neck, by the way, one thing I've learned in this movie, and I'll save it for our, I'm not going to save it. I'm going to tell you right now.
Thank you for that.
But for the, how to survive or what are my survival rules, whatever I made that thing called.
Yeah, the stupid rules.
Yeah. You got to protect your neck. Everyone here is going down with neck injuries. Like everyone.
Well, it's just an easy kill. Yeah, you get touched on the neck, blood's out, you're gone.
Yeah, protect that neck. Now Sondra's sitting there as Michael walks in with Phil. He lays Phil on the kitchen table and then he grabs every single knife in the house and stabs it into his back.
It was kind of cool though, because I feel like we were finally seeing a behind the scenes of Michael staging a body.
Is that staging? That's just murdering.
Yeah, but you know how you walk into the scene and Michael's got someone stuffed up in the ceiling or something, or he's got the ghost body in the last one. He did the ghost, someone set up with a ghost outfit over top of him. This is a guy who's just like, hey, I'm going to do something unique. I'm going to stab a bunch of knives into him.
But is that staging the body? You think that's for show?
Yeah, it's a show. I mean, the guy's dead. He's just having fun now.
You know what? I did read that like the director, who producers, whoever, they were talking about this, that they wanted to make Michael like a little out of character here. This isn't like what he normally would do. I would say they've been making him very out of character throughout the whole movie, though.
Yeah, I could use, honestly, it's like, hey, if you want to go this different direction, I'm all for it. Again, my issue with the movie is the drama stuff they laced into it, and then we're going to have this scene with the crazy person and the town going crazy. I didn't like any of that.
Yeah. Well, speaking of more things I don't like, let's jump back to the bar talent show. Lonnie gets a call from his son. Now, you guys remember Lonnie? He was the little kid. He's an older man now. His son is Cameron.
Boom, shocker.
So Allison's boyfriend is Lonnie's son. Doesn't really matter. Just means they're going to be around each other a little bit during the movie.
Well, it matters for the end of the movie because it gets them all together.
Oh, all right. We'll go with that. Cameron tells his dad he found Hawkins nearly dead in the road and like, hey, there's a killer on the loose. Just kind of letting him know the whole situation. At that same time in that bar, news report comes on. Couple important things to note here. The biggest one is Michael wasn't the only one who escaped, that there's another convict on the loose.
Yeah.
And the other thing is Julian makes an appearance.
Well, and now everyone knows that these kills have happened. I mean, because I guess up to here at this point, no one knew anyone died.
I don't even know.
No one knew there was trouble, at least no one in the bar.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So now they all know, like, oh man, our town's under attack by Michael. We got to do some vigilante stuff.
I need you to recognize that I said Julian makes an appearance.
Oh yeah, I love Julian. He's great. Yeah, he's like, yeah, my babysitter's dead. She was my favorite one. Dude, I love that kid.
So in the bar at this point, Vanessa and Marcus, that's again the doctor nurse, they decide, you know what, let's call it a night. The only problem is when they go to their car, Michael is in it. I'm doing quotes for Michael.
Yeah, they get in the car. There's someone in the back. They assume it's Michael. Yeah.
Yeah, and here's where we start seeing tough guy Tommy. Like, he's again going to be this guy who wants to save the day. You know what's really funny about Tommy? I totally forgot in like other storylines, it was Paul Rudd.
Oh, yeah, when he was looking out the window and with Curse of Michael Myers.
Is that what it's called?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just funny. It's like, this is new Tommy.
Shout out Thorne.
I guess they wanted Paul Rudd to come back. He couldn't do it and probably a good choice.
Oh, dude, yeah, stay away from this one. Yeah, and Tommy is just honestly obnoxious.
He is. He's just way over the top. His lines are corny as ever.
I feel like dumb, arrogant.
Not a likable character.
Yeah, that's all.
Tommy walks over the car with a baseball bat.
But Tommy is like the leader, by the way.
Yeah, he leads everyone. He's like in charge of the mob as we go on.
Yeah.
As soon as Tommy gets near the car, it takes off. Michael takes off, immediately crashes the car though. Only goes like 100 feet. Crashes into this garage, and the camera pans over, and it's not Michael at all. It's the other inmate.
Yep, there you go.
But they don't really know that. So it's like Tommy and then the bar mob are now together. They go over to the car. Nobody's in there. They think it's Michael. And here's where you hear one of Tommy's many tough talks.
We'll rip his mask off, look him in the eye, swing on Huckleberry here. Say night-night.
So corny.
Let's cut over to some good characters. Big John and Little John.
Dude, this is so weird, but I wanted to dislike it at first because I'm like, what the heck is this movie doing?
Mm-hmm.
The more I watched it, though, I thought they were kind of fun.
I think they were really funny. I thought they were like good characters. They were interesting, entertaining. Little John's played by Michael McDonald. He plays Stewart in Mad TV.
Dude, which is hilarious. Stewart was so funny.
I think they're funny in this movie, but again, there's too many characters.
Because at least they have personality here.
Right.
Other characters don't.
No.
Yeah.
So they get a ring at their doorbell, and it's a kid who comes up and said they got a candy bar from their house, and it just so happened to have a razor blade in it. And then they point at their friend who's laying on the ground bleeding, and there's like vomit with a razor blade in it. This is also a callback to, was it the first Halloween? Remember at the hospital scene where they had the kid showing up with the razor blade?
Oh, I think that's part 2.
Cutting in his mouth.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it might have been part 2. You're right. Well, this whole thing, it's all a setup because they have their third friend that went in the house and stole the candy.
I think these kids are hilarious. We'll get to it later. They are wild, though. Like, what the heck are they doing?
This is a wild bunch.
These kids are hopped up on sugar doing some crazy stuff tonight.
Well, at this point, Little John lets them know whose house they just robbed because this isn't just their house. This is Myers' old house they're living in. And I did like it because they were like, yeah, he stabbed his sister in the tits. And I'm like, you're saying this to little kids. Like,
well, they're trying to scare them off. It's just like, all right.
Well, it works. The kids all run off and we'll come back to them later. Let's go back to Lorie in the hospital, huh?
Yeah, what has she been up to?
Well, she's still in the hospital. But she's with Karen and Allison. Now, they're in their room, and outside the room, we see Hawkins has arrived. Remember, he's stabbed in the neck. He looks like he's going to die, but the nurse is nice enough to explain as they're walking by, he has multiple lacerations, but he's going to make it.
Oh, yeah. They do a great job of explaining every single thing you want explained. You know what? I said that about the last movie, and I liked it. In this movie, it's so corny and overdone.
Dude, it's everyone. They do it. Oh, it's ridiculous. Cameron then shows up at the hospital and meets up with Allison. Again, remember their whole relationship? Like, he was a total dick in the last one. He hit some other girl in front of her, threw her phone in pudding, and then he's like, are you going to get that? He's just total a-hole, right?
Yeah, and then the funniest thing is this storyline is what interested me the most. I'm like, what are they going to do with this? How are they going to work him back in?
Oh, very simply, Allison just forgives him.
So Cameron has totally redeemed himself. All that stuff that happened, I don't know, less than 8 hours ago.
Maybe even less.
Yeah, he's sorry and it's forgiven and they're back together. It's all good.
Yeah, not only are they together, she's going to help hunt Michael with him.
Yeah, and he's a nice guy now. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll just go with that.
That stuff that happened before didn't happen.
Yeah, so Allison's like, sure, I'll go with you. Let's do it. But Karen's like, no. You're not doing that. You're staying here. So Allison goes to Lorie's room, gives the butcher knife she has from Michael that she stabbed him with, whatever, leaves that with Lorie, and then she actually just leaves the room and she's gone. So it didn't matter.
Yeah, did that ever even play a factor? Did that knife ever come back up?
I don't remember.
I
do
don't
not
think
recall.
it did. You know what actually the most unrealistic thing in all this is?
What?
Cameron. Not him changing. Cameron was drunk at a party, and now he's gonna be out for like 24 hours during this whole fiasco. You would be dead exhausted.
Oh, yeah. You'd
Like,
be a mess.
Especially a kid like that. Nah, dude, no way. You gotta take a nap or something.
Yeah, the drinking thing totally just goes away.
Yeah, it never again.
You gotta take a nap. All right, let's bring some more characters into the hospital. So Tommy and Lonnie show up and they're getting ready for the hunt. So he's got like guns in his car, whatever. It's a couple pistols, who cares? Cameron comes out of the hospital. Now he's linked up with him, followed by another car arriving. And this has got the whole bar crew. So it's like Vanessa, Marcus, Marion, and Lindsay. And then you know what? Let's just add Allison in. She comes out too. So we get everyone together for the hunt.
No, this is the vigilante justice thing. I get the idea of the citizens coming together like, hey, let's all just warn people Michael's around and maybe do like a search. Like, hey, if we see him, say something, but like, don't get out of your cars or anything. And definitely don't try to attack Michael. They break that rule. They do. It gets ridiculous.
Yes, it is ridiculous. And there's too many characters. And I have a note here where I even say, I need some people to start dying because I can't keep track of everyone.
No, and it is just corny, like the doctor and the nurse. Why are they even here?
No idea.
Yeah, why are they even in this movie?
Like, why would they want to hunt him?
Yeah.
Who knows?
They want to help. That's their story. I don't know.
All right. So Tommy drives around and he ends up like recruiting some other people. And he's like, hey, I need people who aren't afraid to get their hands dirty. And then he gives like a speech on like how to catch Michael.
Well, Tommy is acting like he's running for like a political position during this whole movie. Like that's the vibe he's bringing. But really what he's doing, you see, is inciting this craziness in the whole town. The town's going wild now.
Right. But he does give them like...
Sorry, back to your speech.
Yes, he does give them the playbook on how to catch him. You see, you have to play by his own game. Element of surprise. He thinks you're going to be one place, then you pop up somewhere else. And I'm just like, how do you do that?
Yeah, that sounds great. That's like saying, yeah, here's how you beat him. You just kill him.
So
okay?
You're telling me the element of surprise is important in a fight? Who would have ever thought that?
Yeah, I think the problem is we don't know where Michael is ever. That's the problem.
Tommy, like their cars get split up. Lindsay's car ends up patrolling around where they find these kids, the candy thieves. At the playground.
Best characters in the movie, hands down, because this part is hilarious.
Yes. So they just so happen to have been playing hide and seek with a creepy guy in a white mask.
Dude, okay, so it's so funny. So here's the scene. They pull up, and who gets out? One of the girls, who cares? One of the people in the car gets out, and they're talking to these kids on the swing, just saying, hey, Michael's around, whatever, you gotta get out of here. And they're just like swinging around there, and they're like, I think they're high on candy is what they are, because they're just crazy.
And like, there's a creepy man in a white mask, and he keeps like trying to play hide and seek with us.
He's just hiding behind trees.
And he pops out like, peekaboo. I mean, we're not 3 years old. Come on, man.
Oh, look, there he is.
Oh, hello.
And it is. He's standing there.
Yeah, to which I'm like, oh, he really was just playing with it.
Well, he was playing with 2 of them. The other one, I think he was tired of because now he's holding his bloody mask.
Yeah, he got caught.
By the way, this is a throwback to Halloween 3.
Oh, dude, I love it. And we're going to see all 3 masks here soon.
Yes. There's the pumpkin, the skeleton, and the witch, right?
Yep.
Next thing you know, Michael is no longer standing hiding behind a tree. He's on top of the car.
Yeah, kids are gone, by the way. Well, except for the dead one. I don't know where he went.
Well, he's gone.
Yeah, in a better place. Or maybe not.
We don't know.
He was wild.
So Marion has a gun in the car, and she just starts blowing out every window. She's just blowing holes in anything, like just shooting.
Yeah, panic shots.
By the way, this is also a throwback to her scene because remember when Lumis and Michael's on the car attacking her.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So anyways, Michael ends up like grabbing her hair through the window, rips out a big clump of it. Then Michael makes his appearance. He comes face to face with Marion. She looks him in the eye, points her gun at him, and she says, Hey, Michael, this is for Dr. Lumis. Click. Empty gun.
I mean, that had to have happened. I was like, that's the corniest line.
Yeah.
This is for Lumis.
This
Come on.
is for Lumis, sure. Anyways, Michael just stabs her to death. She's gone.
And Michael whispered, that's for Lumis.
Yeah. Say hi to Lumis.
Yeah.
Marcus is in the backseat. He takes his stethoscope, swings it over Michael's neck, starts to strangle him, which we all know that ain't going to work.
Nah.
Michael grabs his knife straight to the eye.
Boom. Dead.
Now you see me, mother. Vanessa now is outside of the car. Again, that is Marcus's wife, I think.
Yeah, and they showed she had some knowledge about how to use guns. So now we're gonna see this.
Yeah, I would say gun safety not so much though, because she doesn't know these people are dead in the car.
No,
and her husband is in there. She just starts unloading into the car,
just random shots.
Spraying.
Yeah,
but we have to get to the most disrespectful kill of any Myers. I swear this is like the craziest kill in Halloween.
I mean, it was absolutely ridiculous. I kind of like it though because it was so stupid.
I did too. Vanessa walks up to the car again, just spraying bullets into it.
But she's got one left in the chamber for Michael.
We got one left. Michael waits for her to get right near that door, kicks the door, which then hits her hand, spins the gun around, shoots herself. She's dead.
Yeah, so that kind of 50-50 Michael, 50-50 her.
It's so ridiculous.
That was so crazy.
Lindsay now shows up because she's been collecting rocks.
I love that. So Lindsay was outside during this whole scene. She found a bag, I guess, from the trick-or-treaters and just found random rocks and thinks, hey, I'm going to go fight Michael Myers with a bag of rocks. No one thought, hey, let's call other people. Maybe the police. Michael's here.
No, they're trying to take him on.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, she ends up hitting him over the head. She gets choked, but she like rips off his mask, which causes him to let her go. She goes and hides under a bridge. We'll get to her later.
Which, yeah, and then Michael can't find her. It's like, since when did Michael have a problem finding people?
I don't know. Now she's hiding. Lori's finally woken up at the hospital again. She had that surgery, so she's now recovering. Karen's there. She just realized Allison isn't here anymore, which is kind of weird. Like, your daughter's gone. You just figured that out. Who cares?
Yeah, on a night like tonight. But it is even crazier that Allison would leave. Like, she just has been through a huge thing with Michael. She just thought she killed him. I mean, that's a big event. Again, you'd be a little bit tired. And she has no skills. Why is she out there fighting him? I would argue she has no skills. Maybe she would say different. I don't know.
Who knows? I did love Lori's line though, because she's out of surgery. She's on pain meds. She goes, I'm so geeked out on pain meds. Geeked out?
I thought that was a weird line too.
Like Lorie say geeked out.
I think they're just trying to show you she's on pain meds so she can do things that you wouldn't think she could do.
Yeah, sure. Well, Allison has left Karen a nice little note, and it reads, evil can't win. I love you. I love Dad. I love Grandmother.
All right, thanks.
Very, very great note there.
Yeah,
just straight to the point.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Lonnie's crew. So he has Allison and Cameron with him, right? So the group kind of like had split off. They're driving around, and here's where Lonnie gives a little backstory because he actually knew Allison's dad.
Yep.
And Allison's dad died in the last movie. Allison's dad used to sell him peyote. Interesting.
I mean, we knew her dad was a character. I don't know why we're giving backstory on a dead character, but
it's so dumb. Because they were once on Lake Cherokee in a canoe with a shaman from Little Rock. This is actually in the movie.
That's ridiculous.
When Ray, her dad, took off his pants and jumped in the lake. You know,
it's like, all right.
Cool story, man.
Yeah. Anyways, it's back to hunting Michael here.
Yeah, it's so random. They end up rolling up on Lindsay's car where all this murdering just took place. Tommy just happens to be there checking out the scene as well.
I saw that. Like, how did Tommy get there?
He's just there. The problem is there are no bodies.
Where are they?
Where could they be? They start searching, and that's where Tommy and Lonnie stumble across the carousel of death.
Okay, I actually love this part. This is really cool because we get a shout out to Halloween 3 now. We see all 3 masks in different ways. Maybe one of Michael's best setups too.
Yeah, this is a very good setup. Well, it is Halloween decorative setup. The pumpkin and skull mask are on the carousel. I forget how he positioned the bodies. The 2 dead people are there, right?
Yeah, and now you're wondering, well, where's the witch mask?
Yeah, where's the witch? Well, she just so happens to be hanging from the swing set.
Which is kind of funny because witches do get hung.
Oh,
So
well, I don't know if that's funny. That's history.
well, it depends if you're talking about history, not funny. In movies, kind of fun.
Anyway, so they stumble, they find the bodies, and then they find Lindsay hiding under the bridge. She's back with them. Now we go back to the hospital again. Dude, the hospital, it's so back and forth. It is what it is.
Yeah, we talked about it. I hate the hospital scenes, but here we are again. In fact, yeah, I hate them normally, and I hate them even more in this one. I didn't find anything interesting at all happening here.
Well, there's one scene that's kind of interesting. But for now, Lorie and Frank are now recovering in the same room. So the cop, they bring him in to recover with Lorie.
So what we're going to get is a lot of Lorie and whatever, Frank is his name?
Yeah, Frank Hawkins.
Oh, okay. I used to say Hawkins. But yeah, you know, a lot of them talking back and forth and just really describing what's going on now.
Yeah, and I'm going to summarize that very shortly.
Bless your soul. Hey, have a double.
Well, let's get to it right now. They talk about the bar. They talk about some time in the past where they held hands at a bar. Lorie reveals that they just killed Michael. Again, they don't know that all this stuff has gone down.
Yeah, did they have a relationship? Is that what they were saying? They kind of liked each other.
To it. Then he's like, oh, but you like that Ben Tramer. Who cares?
Do you know who Ben Tramer is?
Well, yeah, he's the kid that got trucked by the truck.
Dude, yeah, legend. Didn't happen in this one, though.
No. Nurse ends up coming in during this whole reminiscing, gives Hawkins some pain meds, and that's where Lorie tries to OD him.
Dude, she drops this lunch. She looks at the nurse and because she's putting the pain meds in.
Will you do me a favor? Help out my friend here. Make it a double.
Dude, what? That doesn't even make sense. And why are you saying that?
Yeah, you can't just double your pain meds. Come on now.
It's
Lorie's
stupid.
Lorie has some dangerous use of pain meds in this movie.
Yeah, dude, she's wild.
Tommy now arrives at the hospital and dumps Lindsay's body off. She's alive.
Yeah.
But,
in a chair to roll up to the hospital.
Right. Karen and them, they're all starting to link up. Karen believes that Michael's coming here now. They think he's on his way, I guess, to take out Lorie.
This is that big thing. Lorie and her family think Michael's coming there because that's Michael's purpose, is to hunt Lorie. However, everyone else is kind of like, no, Michael's just trying to go home. That's the other storyline, which I think that's the true one. But the real big thing is at the hospital now you have a group of people. I don't know why there's so many people there, but there are. Everyone just like in a lobby with all the sheriffs too, or all the police officers as well. Like,
it's a mixed mash of everyone.
Everyone crowded in a small space.
Right.
Which is kind of like, most people are dead. Why are you even at the hospital?
Maybe it's family, loved ones, checking on people.
They're dead. It's like, go home, get some rest.
Well, really what this is for another Tommy speech.
I know.
So he gets over, he's riling up this crowd, and here's what he says. He's an apex predator. Michael Myers will be executed tonight, and it will not go without witness. Evil dies tonight.
Michael Myers will be executed tonight, and it will not go without witness. Evil dies tonight.
Evil dies tonight.
All right.
Oh my God, dude, they love that line. Evil dies tonight. Just over and over.
Really what we're seeing here is the sheriff is there on the scene. He no longer has control. Tommy's kind of leading this militia, and it's just a mob, all right?
You're seeing the town's going crazy. That's what we're seeing.
Tommy goes straight from inciting the mob to breaking into Lorie's room. Just goes into there, and again, he acts like he's really on this mission, which whatever. So he tells her, hey, Michael's not dead, because they still think he's dead.
Oh yeah, Lorie, that was another little storyline here, that Lorie didn't know Michael was dead. Her daughter was hiding that from her. So Tommy just tells her.
Right.
And I'm going to protect you because you protected me.
Yeah, and he vows to kill Michael for her. Doesn't work.
F off, Tommy. Just get out of the scene.
Yeah. Lorie's like, all right, whatever, Tommy. You go find him, deal with that. Now, Karen sees what's going on, and she decides she's going to talk some sense into Lorie. Hey, let the cops take care of this stuff. We don't need to get involved. To which Lorie's like, hold my beer. She rips out her IV lines, grabs a random vial of pain meds, which, by the way, would never just be sitting there like that. You can't just leave that stuff out.
Yeah, no.
Takes a syringe with like this 2-inch long needle, draws up the vial, sticks it in her ass, and just injects it.
I mean, I loved it. It was completely savage and unhinged, which is what I liked about Lorie in the last one. So I'm down, dude. Like, pump yourself full of stuff. Like, let's see what you got.
Yeah.
Like, let Lorie out of the freaking hospital.
Yep, let's get there.
It's not going to happen.
By the way, I did like during this whole time, Hawkins is in the room, but he's just like laying in his bed watching everything. He doesn't talk or anything anymore.
Dude, I forgot he was even there.
He's just laying there.
Yeah, he's like, all right, whatever.
My thought was like, this got to be the best acting role ever. Back with Big John and Little John, my favorite characters. They get a little knock at the door. LJ, I call him LJ.
LJ's cool.
LJ's cool, but BJ's going to be.
You can't say that. Yeah, maybe we don't do initials.
Yeah, well, okay. Little John opens the back door. So the knock was on the back door, opens it up, no one's there. But then someone knocks on the front door. So Big John goes over, opens that up, no one's there. So now they're both at the front. And Big John looks at Little John. He's like, hey, did you lock the back door? Little John walks back only to find the door wide open with a bloody handprint on the wall.
Somebody's in the house.
Yeah, and at this point, Big John's ready to party. He takes off his ring, like he's wearing like some Komodo or something, I don't know. Takes off his robe, and then he grabs the smallest knife he could find in the house.
We also have to say, this is one of those things where Little John is big and Big John is little. It's the vice versa, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't really notice that. I guess that's true.
Yeah, him taking off all that stuff was funny as well. I mean, the whole thing, I'm just trying to figure out who are they?
They're comic relief of the movie.
Yeah, okay, so that's the thing. They are trying to be funny, right? Don't we think?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can't put Stewart in this and not, I mean, he's funny.
But he's not even really playing that funny. But he just is.
Funny.
Yeah.
So they both get knives again. Little John grabs a tiny knife. Big John grabs a bigger knife.
And they constantly do this thing where they talk to each other. Like Big John's like, I got a knife. And Little John's like, I got a knife.
Yeah.
Little John, Big John. Like they keep going back and forth.
See, they are being funny because they go into a room like, Little John, this room's clear. Big John, this room's clear, you know? But you guys, I know we want to talk more about him, but we have to go back to the hospital again. Again, this movie does this constantly. We're cut back over to the hospital. Now, at this time, this place is a freaking zoo. Everyone's going nuts. And now we see like this first person POV where they're walking up to the hospital. And as they walk by everybody, everyone's like looking at them strangely, right? They're making you think it's Michael. Walking into the hospital. Tommy kind of gets the vibe of what's going on, and he thinks that Michael's here too. So he starts getting the mob incited, like, hey, we got to end this. We got to chase down Michael. And here we start hearing the chant, evil dies tonight.
Oh,
evil dies tonight.
Dude, it's so corny.
So we got the mob. So that's forming. Just remember that's brewing at the hospital. Now let's finish clearing the house with the Johns.
Again, they're at the Myers house.
At the Myers house. Big John ends up going up, searching a room where he gets stabbed in the armpit and his eyes gouged out by Michael.
Dude, it was kind of interesting the way Michael pushed his fingers into his eyes, blood like squirts out.
Well, the eyeballs pop out.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, Little John runs up, finds poor Big John down on the ground, and then he comes face to face with Michael, and he says to him, Michael, you've come home. And then he gets killed off camera. We don't see what happens.
Yeah, you just hear the screaming, so they're gone. The Johns are gone.
Johns are gone. So let's go back to the hospital and see what's going on. Full on riot. Everyone's chasing after someone.
Dude.
So everybody thinks Michael's there. They haven't shown us who it is. Guys, it's not Michael. It's the other crazy guy. We're just going to give that away.
Well, we know it's not Michael. We just saw Michael at Michael's house. And we also know Michael's in his spot for the end of the movie now. Now we just have to throw some random junk in to fill some time, I guess.
Yeah.
Because this is the whole thing, this crazy person story, did not need it all. I didn't find it interesting or fun.
Well, it was fun. Some of the scenes are funny.
There's only one that I thought was funny, and that's when Lorie takes out a doctor for no reason.
Well, let's just dive into it. So at this point, the whole hospital is chasing after this crazy person.
For some reason, they have it in their minds, because no one knows what Michael looks like, they just think it's him.
Even though like no one's even talked to him, whatever. So that dude's running. Somehow he like makes it through all of them and now is like running up the stairs. Crazy stuff starts happening. So the first thing, Lorie just assaults a nurse.
Lorie's, again, she's injured, but she took those pain meds, so she's kind of outside in the crowd in a hallway, but people are running by her like a marathon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then all of a sudden someone runs into her and kind of grabs her. Well, Lorie just like hits them in the nuts or something and throws them against the wall for no reason.
No reason at all.
I don't know why she did that.
Yeah, and then now she's in too much pain, has to go back to her room. So that whole thing's done. Like,
hey, and that's the end of Lorie really doing anything interesting. She's just back in the hospital room.
Yeah, that was it.
There you go.
Now the mob is chasing after this dude. They run up into the stairwell. Oh my gosh. Tommy's there too. He punches a cop in the face. Like it's just a full on riot. Somehow.
Pandemonium.
Yeah. Karen then throws like a nurse down the stairs. Oh no, she gets thrown down the stairs.
Yeah. There's people running back and forth. No one knows where anyone's going. Someone runs into Karen and kind of knocks her down or something.
Yeah. But apparently she's on her own mission here to go find this guy.
Because she knows that's not Michael. I don't know why, but she does know that.
Okay, so she's chasing after him. We cut back to Lorie and Hawkins, who are doing more exposition convo. And this is where Hawkins opens up that he thinks this is all his fault for happening because he shot his partner instead of Michael. So he reveals that whole thing.
Yeah, I'm like, all right.
Which we already saw, so it's like, I don't really care.
No, we don't even know you that well.
But then they do show the scene where Michael, how he was subdued. Remember, he was on the front lawn with all those guys with guns. They end up giving him some good old fashioned like billy clubs to the head, knocking him to the ground, where Lumis stands over him, was about to give a headshot. And that's where Hawkins comes in and prevents him from shooting Michael.
Yeah, so he really could have stopped this in his mind, but I would argue it probably wouldn't have mattered because I don't think headshots even stop Michael.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But then they show too that like him shooting his partner, he ended up covering it all up. They did a gun switch, so it doesn't even really matter.
Yeah, who cares? I don't care.
Karen somehow has navigated her way past the mob to the front of it where she makes her way to, I don't know, they're on like the 4th floor, and she knows the crazy dude's in there, and she's like, hey, I'll help you. I know you didn't do this. I will take you to safety. And the dude puts his hand around the corner, and then they hold hands.
I thought it was very touching, and yeah.
You didn't
beautiful.
think it was touching.
I thought it was beautiful.
So she takes
I'm like, what are they doing? Why are we doing this?
Dude, and by the way, this has turned into like World War Z. It's like zombies.
Dude, it's just like, yeah, it's a horde of people running all sorts of directions. Over this guy.
Yeah, just ready to tear anything apart. Well, she ends up locking him in this like hallway between 2 doors. So the mob arrives. It looks like they're going to break through the wall or the doors. So the crazy dude just decides, you know what? I'm going to break this window and try to fly, which he didn't do well.
It didn't work out. He fell hard.
Yeah, and he's like, he gets smashed on the ground. I mean, his like arm is off his body. It was pretty gnarly, actually.
I mean, yeah, it was a good effects as far as the kill when he was dead. But again, I don't care about any of this. This whole thing could have been cut from the movie and it would have been better in my opinion.
Yeah, well, Sheriff Brackett, again, the security guard, he tells Tommy, I'm the only reason I'm bringing this up is because this is the whole point. It isn't him. He's now turning us into monsters. Now Michael has turned the townspeople into the monsters.
And I'm telling you, I think this is for the next movie. They're playing that Michael, the effect of Michael isn't just him killing people. It's this other thing.
Don't know if I like that.
Don't like it at all. It makes people do things they wouldn't normally do.
Oh,
Dude, guys, the next movie is insane.
Yeah. Well, let's finish this one up. Frank reveals to Lorie that it's not about her, that we already talked about it, but Michael wasn't coming for her. He was actually brought to her house by that doctor. So again, this isn't a Michael Lorie thing going on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He also reveals more about who Michael is as a person, because really Michael is like a 6-year-old boy with the strength of a man and the body of an animal.
He said that?
He did. He doesn't have an animal body, though.
No.
He's not like a minotaur.
That'd be cool, though.
You remember how Michael used to always look out his sister's window? And that was a big point we've talked about.
Dude, they keep throwing this out, and I'm like, dude, I cannot wait for the reveal. Like, why is he looking out the window? What is going to be revealed to us?
What's he seeing out that window that's so important? You see, he was never actually looking out at all. He was actually looking in because he was looking at his reflection in the window.
Boom. Dude, when they said that, I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
No, you didn't.
No, I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, what? I'm like, you guys spend so much time talking about him looking out the window. Okay, he's looking at himself. Okay.
So are we supposed to think like all he wants to do is look at his reflection?
I don't know.
Like, and why does he have to go to his sister's window? Can't he look in his own window?
I think any reflective surface would work.
How about a mirror? That works better.
That's clear.
Yeah, you could actually just see yourself.
Dude, I don't know why they built this in. I don't know. It seemed like it was supposed to be a big deal. I unless I'm missing it, it didn't seem to matter at all to me.
I just think I'm a little dead inside with this movie.
Yeah, we're haters, dude.
No, we are. We got to tie up some more characters here, though, because there's still some alive. Cameron, Lonnie, and Allison end up going to the Myers house. Okay, so those 3 are like traveling together.
Yeah, because so Lonnie figures out like, oh yeah, again, he has the revelation. Michael just wants to go home. He's figured this out. No one's going to call cops for backup. Lonnie's going to decide, hey, I'm just going to go inside the house. I'm going to handle this because that's going to work well, right?
Well, I did love it too. They get to the house and Allison's like, okay, the one thing we all know, the key to this whole thing, we have to stick together. And Lonnie immediately goes, no, I'm going in alone.
It's like, all right, it just was ridiculous. Okay.
Yeah, he tells them to stay in the car and honk if, they see something that he needs to know about. Well, he goes into the house. They hear a gunshot immediately. So Allison and Cameron run to the front door. Now they pull out guns and they're like cops clearing a house. Like they're being all like tactical, taking their corners and everything.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why we're bringing these two into the house.
Sure, whatever. They end up finding a door that's ajar. So Cameron goes to the door. It's like, Allison, you ready? Opens it. Allison blows a pumpkin apart.
Cool.
She just blew up a pumpkin. She has a shotgun, by the way. He has a pistol. Who cares?
I forgot she had a shotgun. What happened to the shotgun?
Well, Michael takes it, but we'll get to it.
Okay.
Now upstairs, Michael puts on a little mood music as Allison and Cameron start going on their way up. And the first thing they come across is the Johns, because Michael has set them up in a nice loving embrace. Like Big John's like laying on Little John's lap.
It was sweet.
I think Allison does something very strange here. Okay, because the Little Johns, again, they're set up. Well, Little John has a knife in his chest. Again, Allison has a shotgun. She walks over to Little John and pulls the knife out of him.
Dude, I couldn't figure out why she did that. At first, I thought, maybe she needed a weapon, but then I forgot she does have a weapon. Why would you pull a knife out of a body?
Well, actually, now that I think about it, it's for her backup weapon, I guess.
Yeah, but that's crazy to rip something out of the chest. Like, did she check to see if he was alive?
No. Cameron then just splits off and goes solo down the hall, where he finds his father is stuffed up like in the attic above him, dripping blood down on him.
Yeah, it's one of those things like, what's that? Oh, and then, Dad.
Daddy, is that you?
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have much time to process this whole thing because Michael comes out of the closet and just stabs him in the stomach. Allison hears this going on, runs in, tries to save the day with her shotgun. Michael just like takes that and throws it to the side. Then she does this quick weapon swap into the knife and stabs him. And it just bothered me because I'm like, you're not an action star. That was way too smooth.
I know, but I think the idea is that Lorie has taught her, so she's well equipped for the moment. Okay.
Oh, I guess I'll go with that. Well, it doesn't matter. Allison gets thrown down the stairs, breaks her leg. So she kind of, she can't move around much.
She's a sitting duck.
Right. Cameron now tries to shoot him. Michael breaks his arm, takes his head, slams it through the banister, and just like beats it kind of back and forth. So Allison can't get up, so she tries to lure Michael away. Again, this isn't going to work out well for her because she can't move. But she's like, hey, come and get me, mother effer. So Michael's like, I'm done dealing with Cameron. I'll just leave your head here, which just happens to be hanging over the banister.
I really enjoyed this part because it's just funny because Allison's trying to save the day, and I'm like, Michael's not going to let this thing go.
But it appears like he does at first because he leaves him, goes around, walks down the stairs, but as he's walking down the stairs, he looks over and notices that nice juicy head calling out to him.
I feel like he almost looked at Allison down there too, like, you thought I was going to forget about this? Nah.
Yeah, no. Quick neck break.
Quick neck break, back down to Allison.
Allison does try to attack him again with the knife. He flips it around on her and is about to like do the finishing move when Karen comes out of nowhere with a freaking pitchfork, stabs him in the back, then stomps on his head, but it was a light stomp, not like a smash stomp.
Right.
Takes off his mask, and soon Michael's up again.
I did find this interesting because Karen could have potentially finished the job right there, but instead I guess she knows that Michael will follow his mask.
Yeah, this is all a big setup, Darren.
Guys, and this gets freaking weird, man. So Karen's got the mask. You remember what you did to your sister that night?
Yeah.
Trying to like provoke him.
Yeah.
It was just lame in my opinion.
Basically, it's like, you want your mask? Come and get it. She takes off running. Michael follows, but all of a sudden, Karen's gone. But there in the middle of the street is his mask sitting, waiting for him.
So Michael's going to go grab that mask.
Yeah, but again, this is all a setup. He goes, picks it up. All of a sudden, the entire town is surrounding him.
Again, we now have a circle, but we got the big trucks pulling in too with the lights shining on them, right? It's nighttime.
Yeah, old Earl and the boys.
Yeah, rip.
Old Sheriff Brackett here, again, security guard Nat Brackett, but old Sheriff Brackett has a little line for Michael. Hey, Michael, it's Halloween. Everyone's entitled to one good scare.
Sick line.
It's like, go F yourself.
Yeah, I don't even know why you're in the movie.
You should have retired. Michael then reaches down, Michael then reaches down, picks up his mask, and he puts it on. So it's like, it's go time, right?
I like that the citizens let him do that. They're like, all right, here, you get ready, and then we'll attack.
Right. So they do attack. They start hitting with bats, boards, golf clubs. People have guns, and this is where we talked about. They're in a circle. They're just random shots being fired.
I loved it. I mean, because, one wrong shot, someone's dying on the other side.
Absolutely. Yeah. Tommy even shows up, gives him a couple hits with a baseball bat, and Michael's not looking good. Now Karen walks over, grabs Michael's knife, and stabs him in the back.
Yeah. So what seems like the town won, everyone's happy, cheering, Michael's dead.
Correct. And now we even go to like this narration where Lorie's narrating from the hospital or whatever.
It's like, F off. Well, I don't want to hear this.
Yeah, basically, she explains Michael's not mortal. The more he kills, the more he transcends. He lives off fear. That is the true curse of Michael. You can't defeat it with brute force. I don't know what the curse is. I don't even know what this means. Like, he lives off fear. Okay. So he's a fear monster?
Yeah.
All right. So we think Michael's about dead. We get the whole Lorie speech. Then we cut back, and Michael seems to be doing okay.
And now it's confusing on what's happened. So Karen's not there anymore. She went back to her daughter who's at the Myers house, right? Because she was injured over there.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she's not with him. Well, no, because now Michael has awoken. And now it's like there's just some of the townspeople around. Because apparently a lot of people thought he was dead, so everyone just left.
I guess so.
So there's like 6, but now we get to these kill scenes, but it's like dark background and just one-on-one fights.
Yeah, this is the single attacker mode, kind of like the firefighters did.
Yeah.
So Michael pulls the knife out of his back, and the first guy, I gotta be honest, I was happy he took out Sheriff Brackett. I was like a little tired of that character. I didn't really love his lines. So he stabs that dude in the neck. He's dead.
Can I be honest here? This was the first movie where I was 100% rooting for Michael.
The more murdering, the better.
Yeah, I'm like, all these people need to go. I understand you now.
I don't want him coming back for another movie. So I'm like, take out as many of these guys as you can. Michael just ends up plowing through the townspeople. Like, no one's really fighting back much. They kind of just run at him. They get stabbed, ditch to the side. Meanwhile, Tommy's just standing there watching this go down. He realizes, hey, this is the time for my big moment. He takes his baseball bat, puts it over his head, and runs straight at Michael, to which Michael just stabs him in the heart.
Boom. Sorry, Tommy.
F you, Tommy.
Not only that, though, Michael takes his own bat.
Yes, he takes his bat and smashes him over the head, breaking the bat, and he's not done yet because he takes that broken bat and jams it into him.
Loved it, dude. Hey, great move by Michael. Took out Tommy with his own bat.
I honestly, seriously like that he was murdered.
No, I'm not kidding. I was rooting for Michael in this situation.
Well, you see what I said? I said, haha, F yeah.
Yeah,
that was my notes.
Well, because Tommy really caused all the chaos in this movie.
He was not a likable character.
He was a good, bad guy.
Right.
Lines are blurred.
Blurry. Now we go to the classic police scene where, things are dying down. They're investigating the Myers place. Karen walks up the stairs, goes to Judith's window, and starts looking out the window.
Well, she had saw something. It was unclear. It looked like maybe Michael was up there or something. Something interested her up there.
Something called her there. So as she's looking out the window, or maybe looking inwards to herself, we don't know.
People look both ways now.
Michael appears behind her and stabs her to death.
Loved it. I loved it. I'm like, thank God. Yes. I wish it would have been the daughter, to be honest. I liked Karen better than the daughter, but I'm like, okay, at least one of them's out.
The movie ends with Michael looking out the window at his reflection and Karen taking a nap. But then Karen's phone rings. It's Lorie calling. Michael picks it up. Lorie says, I'm coming for you, Michael. That's the real end.
That happened?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I don't even remember that.
Maybe it was the extended version. So maybe that was the extension.
Yeah, I don't know. The funniest thing is Evil dies tonight and Evil did not die tonight.
Evil did not die. A lot of what they said didn't happen. None of it really mattered. The story was terrible. I could care less about any of these characters. The best thing about it is that Michael murdered most of them.
Are we doing reviews?
Yeah, let's just get to the final rating.
I didn't like much about this movie. At least there were Michael kills and the firefighting scene was kind of funny in a way. There was some interesting parts to it. Whatever. You guys know how I feel, man. I'm going to give this a 3.7.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, I don't have a desire to watch it. I had to watch it multiple times for this review. I even at fast speed, it was kind of boring at times. There's just too much going on. That's really what it is. And the characters I just didn't like.
It's like so jumping scene to scene. I think the writing was just terrible. The flashbacks could care less about any of that stuff, really. I did like the Johns. Those were like the top characters. The Johns, and who was it?
The kids were fun too.
Yeah, the kids were good too. I mean, the kids, the evil little candy kids.
Yeah.
Lonnie as a child was kind of a rough actor. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. We already said everything. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a. What do I want to give this one? Do I want to go higher or lower?
I don't know. See, that's what you should already have it in your head.
Yeah, I should, but I didn't. Would I want to watch it? I don't know. See, the funny thing is, it's crazy enough. I would watch it again, but I didn't like it. Like, I mean, the kills and stuff were crazy. Like the firefighting stuff was nuts, and like the over the top characters and the mob running around. But I didn't like that whole part. I don't know. I'm gonna go 3.3.
Yeah, what really knocks it down is just the times where they're trying to be dramatic. And again, the dialogue was just so freaking corny. They just threw me out of the movie.
Like, who was even the main character of the movie?
I don't know. Evil.
Tommy, I guess, would kind of be, but you don't
Not
really
really.
follow. Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, let's jump into some survival rules. I got a little bit of trivia for you, and we'll close it out. So, first survival rule: curling into a ball and crying can work.
Yeah, if you
Worked
act
for
weak,
Lonnie.
Michael's no longer interested.
Yeah, and then this whole movie, then you're like, well, maybe if you're just not scared, like he lives off fear, maybe that's a thing. But I don't know. I haven't seen someone try that.
Maybe that wasn't even real.
Yeah.
Because we found out Lonnie did lie about going into the Myers house. He told everyone he did, and he didn't. Maybe he never even saw Michael.
That's true. I don't know.
And that's not built in the story. That's
I don't
my
even really
own
know
lore.
what you're talking about at this point. Let's just move on. Don't knife fight with Michael. Sondra tried it, didn't work. Allison, is that her name? Allison? Who cares? She tried it, didn't really work. Just don't do it. Never really works.
Seems self-explanatory.
Also, don't interrupt Michael taking a shit. Phil did
Debatable.
that.
Yeah. If Michael's in the room, just don't turn the light on.
Always keep track of your bullets and don't waste. Marion learned that lesson in this one.
Maybe just general gun safety.
Yeah, Lumis has also done that before where he didn't know how many bullets.
Yeah, I mean, they just blind fire.
Don't be a sheep. Don't follow the mob. You may murder an innocent person.
Yeah, that happens.
That's just a life lesson.
Yeah.
Don't try to strangle Michael. That's just a tough thing to do. He's got thick neck.
Who tried to strangle him?
Marcus tried to strangle him.
Oh, okay.
Also, last thing, just a tip, protect that neck. These necks are going down like all the time. Oh, and if you're a firefighter, don't run into flames. That's not a good idea. This movie shows like it's a thing. It's not.
Yeah, anyone, stay away from flames.
All right, I got a quick trivia for you, and it's only one. The phrase "evil dies tonight" is said exactly 29 times in this movie.
Why? Why did they do it? I guess to be funny. I don't know.
Who knows? All right, we got to give some member shout outs here. Oxley Scorpio, Pretty Boy Fred, Crazy Meg, Lena, Vane, and Tanner. Those are our family members. We appreciate you guys.
Yes, thank you guys so much for the support.
Yes, and all you who listen, watch, subscribe, like, comment, everybody who does everything and is just here, we appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. Hey, if you want to help us out, please leave us a review. Apple, we need it a lot, or Spotify. That'd be helpful. And yeah, thanks.
We'll take either of them. All right, guys, we'll catch you at Halloween Ends.
Oh, the final one, guys.
So close.
I was going to say ends.
All right. I think this can end now.
Yeah, let's go. That was awkward.
Bye.
Bye.